YouTube, what is going on? Back with my latest video, back on the PSA submission video. So very excited to crack this open. I believe everything in here is Pokemon or any other TCG. I don't know if I sent any Yu-Gi-Oh or not, but I think it's mainly all Pokemon. And it's been a year coming, so I'm really excited to open this one up. I do believe a lot of this stuff is modern because I think all the other ones I sent in previously were vintage, but we shall see. Very, very excited to crack this open. But before we do, hit that like button down below for some good luck on these grades. We're gonna reveal each card. I think there is 57 in total, if I remember correctly. I haven't seen any of the grades, and so I don't also remember what cards were in here, so it's going to be a surprise for me as well as you. So let's crack this open and see what we got. Alright guys, so it's 3 boxes. We'll just work from left to right and get these out of here. So like I said, I don't know which is in here, but I think it's a bunch of modern stuff. If you've been following this channel at all, you saw me open a whole bunch of like Costco tins and things like that. I think this is probably what the bulk of this is, so a lot of evolution stuff. Probably some evolution Charizards, Mewtwo, Dragonite maybe. But really cool stuff, hopefully, and hopefully high grades. So let's start off with this first box. If you haven't already, hit that like button for some good luck, because we're going to need it. So I don't think we're going to get very low grades, because I think this is all going to be pack fresh, but you never know with pack fresh stuff. It is pretty deceiving. So I'm going to try to disguise these or hide these grades and see what we got. So starting off with the big one right here with the Mega Charizard EX. Very, very cool card. Hopefully on a lot of these stuff, since we're modern, we get 9s and 10s, but let's see what we got to start off with. An 8. Of course, we start off on the wrong foot. Now, I did get some of these that online, eBay, Mercari, or whatever, that were not pack fresh. So that's not actually the worst sign, because it may be one of those. So not the start we wanted, but hopefully that's not a sign of things to come, because then the rest of them can possibly be pack fresh. So PSA 8 to start off with a Charizard. Oh man, that hurts, but you know, I'm gonna speak into existence. We're not gonna get anything lower than an 8. Oh, actually, maybe we will, because this is the Dark Dragonite holographic card from Rocket from Wizards of the Coast. So this is an old card. This is actually a vintage card. I didn't know I submitted. Not expecting a huge high grade on this one, but we got an 8. Alright, that's not bad at all for a card that it is, at this point, 21 years old, and this has been in a binder of mine since then. So, PSA 8 for this Dark Dragonite Holo, a card I didn't know I submitted, so very, very excited to get that. Not first edition or anything, but still PSA 8 for, I think that's the big card in Rocket, if I think about it. It probably is that one. Maybe the Dark Gyarados is pretty sought after as well, but as far as most expensive, I think is that. Alright, so we have the Reshiram and Charizard GX. I think I got this in a dollar store pack, which was pretty crazy to get. And we got a 5 on it, so wow. Now this card, guys, like I said, is pack fresh. Pack fresh PSA 5. There is nothing I can see on here that would make it a PSA 5. I don't see any creases. There's not even any whitening. And the centering is not all that bad. I have no idea, guys, why this one got a PSA 5, and PSA does not give grader notes. So yeah, guys, this is a pretty suspect. I don't know what I'll do with this. I may crack it open and I don't know, maybe even resubmit it or just keep it the way it is raw. But PSA 5 sucks for a pack fresh card, but I think, like I said, it's a dollar store pack, so they can get damaged. Alright guys, moving on. Hopefully this video grades go up a little bit from here, but we have a Tapu Bulu GX from Hidden Fates, I believe, Burning Shadows, and it's a 9. Alright, so our highest grade so far is this full art secret rare Tapu Bulu GX that I got from Burning Shadows pack, PSA 9. Pretty cool card right there. Alright guys, hopefully this is a sign of a turnaround. We got another, oh, this is a big card right here. This is something I pulled from one of those Costco packs. We have the Umbreon GX. I think it's from Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield. Sun and Moon. Yeah, Sun and Moon base. Secret rare. Hopefully we can get a 10 on this one. Umbreon's one of my favorite Pokemon. We got a 9. Oh, man. So this is pack fresh. I did get this from one of those Costco tins, I believe. But a 9 secret rare Umbreon. This card is very, very dope. Very, very cool to see. I know a lot of people aren't liking these rainbow rares right now, but I still think they're pretty cool, at least for the Pokemon I like. Alright, up next, All right, here's another one of those Mega Charizard EXs. Hopefully this one was the pack fresh one. Hopefully you get a higher grade. We do a PSA 9. We will take that right there. Mega Charizard EX 9. My theory, let me move this closer, is that they grade Charizards on a different curve, different grading scale, because there's so many of them submitted, and that one probably is harder to get a 10. That's my guess on Charizards, but that's just a theory I have. Up next, we have this Rainbow Rare Darkrai GX, and we got another 9. All right, guys. See if we get our first 10 in the collection. In the submission, I should say. Oh, this would be the right one to get a 10 on. We have the Darkness Ablaze Charizard VMAX right there. Let's see if the first 10 is on this card. It is! Boom! Our first 10 of the day, the Charizard VMAX Darkness Ablaze Pack Fresh PSA 10. There we go, guys. On the board with the 10 and on the board with the right card for the 10. All right, guys, up next. Oh, speaking of the right card, this is one of the cards that got me a lot of views on my other channel, PopSavage. If you don't follow me there, check me out. But this is a card I got from Costco, from the Costco 10. At the point I pulled it in the PSA 10, it's going for about $3,500. I don't know what it's going for now. It's still a pretty hard card to get in a 10. So I think this pretty much held a lot of its value. So we're hoping for a 10 on this one, guys. If we can hit 10 on this, it'd be major. So hit that like button for some good luck. An 8. Oh, man. Oh, man. So that is rough. This is a hard card to grade. I mean, this is a card that's notoriously hard to get in a 10. And there's a little bit of whitening up there. On the video, I did say that I didn't think it was going to get a 10, so not too disappointed, but an 8 was not, I was hoping for a 9, but 8 doesn't seem unfair with that whitening, but very cool to still get that Charizard. I know Charizard gets a lot of hype, but if you grew up when I did, the hype is all deserved. Charizard was definitely the one that was the most hyped up Pokemon, and we got another Charizard right here, the Sun and Moon Detective Pikachu one. I think this is the promo. No, maybe it's just from the Detective Pikachu line, which is very, very small. I did get this online as well, so not pack fresh, but it's got a 9. All right, there we go. PSA 9 for Detective Pikachu Charizard. Very, very cool. So this is a pretty Charizard heavy submission, which, hey, nothing wrong with that. Speaking of the devil, we have Charizard again from Burning Shadows. This is the GX Charizard. Let's see if we can get a 10 out of here. We got another 8. They're, like I said, I think they're tough on Charizards. I mean, I get why, you know, they don't want to have too many of a certain card in a 10 unless it, you know, warrants it. Because it kind of throws off the scales as far as value. But, yeah, they're definitely tough on these Charizards. Hopefully we can get another 8. Now, these ones I might have gotten online, so they may have not been pack fresh. But 2 8s on those, unfortunately. All right. Like I said, very, very Charizard heavy. This is actually pretty crazy. I didn't know I submitted this many Charizards. So the Charizard EX, I think this was from Evolutions. Yes, from Evolutions. And we got a 9. All right. Not bad at all. So the only 10 so far we've gotten has been on the Charizard VMAX, which is, I guess, the right card to get it on. All right, so we got another Evolutions Charizard right here. This would be a good one to get a 10 on, because this one is also very notoriously hard to get a 10 on. Looking at the centering now, looks pretty good. So maybe there's a chance. Let's see what we got. A 7. All right, so these were all pack fresh, I believe. There is a little bit of whitening up there, so all right, I'm not as angry about that, but a 7 is pretty rough for a pack fresh card, and I think they're pretty hard on these Charizards because we had a pack fresh, or we had some whitening on the other card and got at least an 8. So yeah, guys, these Evolutions cards, and I think this is what came out of this whole Pokemon boom too, is that a lot of these cards, just because they're pack fresh, are not PSA 10s, even PSA 9s. You get a pack fresh PSA 7s, so I think that a lot of people, with the money they were expecting to make out of this, wasn't really the case. For me, the Charizards aren't going anywhere. I would never sell any Charizard. That's always been what I collected since I was a kid. So I'm not really too worried about the money. I'm just more disappointed about the grade they got back. But hopefully this turns around with this one. We have, I think I submitted 4 or 5 of these. This wasn't really a card that was too hard for me to get. So hopefully we get something nice. We got another 7. Oh man, this card is hard to grade, I guess. A 7. Charizard PSA 7. So I have the regular base set one in a 5. I think 5 or 4. So I guess this is the best I have gotten in that design so far. Hopefully there's more in here that are higher grade. Here we go, guys. Hit the like button for some good luck. Let's see if we can get a higher grade than 7. A 9. There we go. A PSA 9 Evolutions Charizard. That may be the best we do. Like I said, it's really hard to get this card in the 10. I know that was one of the expensive cards during the boom was the 10. The 9 was pretty fairly priced. I know it's come down since, you know, the height of the market, but a 10 was always pretty hard to get, even with the amount of submissions coming in. There weren't as many 10s as people may have thought. Up next, we have another card from Evolutions, the Mewtwo EX Full Art, and we got a 10. All right, guys, our second 10 of the day on a very dope card with this Mewtwo Full Art EX. Very, very cool card to get a 10. And there's one more card in this box and move on to the next 2. And on this, we got another Mewtwo EX and another 10. So I guess this card was not as hard to grade as the rest. That is box number 1. Let's move on to box number 2. All right, moving on to box number 2, guys. Hopefully we get some more 10s. You know, we ended that first box off strong, so hopefully that continues the trend with this next set right here. Oh, okay, I see a Topps card. All right, so these are gonna be some vintage ones. We have the Caterpie foil Topps. This is from an old collection, actually my dad said he gave to me. So no, they've been in binders since the moment he got them. So hopefully these are pretty good shape. I'm expecting like 8s to 9s, maybe a sprinkle of a 10, but we got a 5. Wow, all right, so binders aren't the best place to store cards. I gotta be honest, but a 5, I was thinking we'd get a little better than that, but now I'm seeing now there's a huge crease right there that I must not have seen when I submitted it, because you can't tell from the front at all, and I must have been not paying attention. Saw that crease back there, so a 5 seems pretty warranted, but still pretty cool card. And like some of these cards are just, I have had them since 1999, so they're pretty sentimental to me, and just cool to have them graded now. So we got the Parasect, which we got a 9 on. All right, so this one didn't have the crease, and we got a 9. So I remember actually getting these cards out of the vending machine from the grocery store. So it's pretty crazy, you know, how long ago this was. The Topps ones were there. I don't remember getting any of like the Wizard of the Coast stuff in there. I think it was all just the Topps stuff. But right now we have another big Topps one with Pikachu. This would be a cool one to get in high grade. And we do get in high grade, a 9. So 9 in these are a lot better than getting 9s than the vintage stuff, because a lot of people didn't keep these in good shape, you know, especially the top stuff, you know, wasn't really widely collected. I don't know what values on this stuff. I know a lot of the top stuff is kind of pricey, like the Spectra foils and stuff like that, but that card is very, very dope to see in a 9. All right, so we have a Spearow foil. I don't know. Well, let's see what we get with this. A 9. All right, so outside that Caterpie, we've been doing pretty well. A 9 on the foil for Spearow. Obviously not the best Pokemon. I've never been a Spearow fan. Never been a Parasect fan either, and those are the ones we got 9. So hopefully we get a high grade on ones I like this Blastoise right here. Hopefully we get something good. We got a 9. There we go. The Topps Blastoise in a PSA 9 from 1999. Very, very cool card right there. I'm actually pretty pleased about that. When I said the Charizard out, I did not get a high grade, but we got the last starter right here in Venusaur, and that has a Gem Mint 10. There we go. Very, very cool. Venusaur in a 10. All right, guys, that is pretty cool. All right, I think I do have the middle starters as well. Let's see. Oh, so I had another Charizard. I thought I only had one, but we'll take this. Let's see if we can get a 10 in that. We do! Oh, a Gem Mint Charizard PSA 10. This is the only PSA 10 Charizard I think I own. Oh, outside of the one we just got. Yeah, guys, that is a win. Oh, wow. All right, let's see if this can continue. All right, cool. So we have a Lapras VMAX from Sword and Shield. And we got another 10. 2 10s in a row. Was this a promo? That's not a promo, so it was a pull from that pack. I think I got it from the dollar store pack, if I remember correctly. That is a win right there. Another 10. Let's let me go 3 in a row with the first edition Magikarp. All right, this is from Rocket. I think this is one that I've had for forever. And we got a 9 sitting in the binder. I got a PSA 9 out of that Magikarp. That is a win. All right, up next, a first edition Psyduck from Fossil. And we got another 9. All right, so these first edition commons and uncommons, you know, obviously you probably wanted them at a 10, but at that point when I was sending them, getting them at a 9 was not a bad thing at all. We got another 9 Dark Flareon for the uncommon. Very, very cool. I don't know if I would send these cards in to get graded now with the way the market's set up to be. But they're still first edition Wizards of the Coast stuff, so they're just cool to have in the collection regardless, graded. And we got another 9, so at least we're getting high grades on these as far as them being in the binder for that many years. It's cool to see them. Alright, so this is a first edition Voltorb. I thought this was... No, I thought the first was actually a different language, but this is the English. It's not the best condition. I'm thinking like a 5 on this one. Yeah, there we go. Got a 5. That's what I was expecting when I submitted it. I don't know how far prices have come down on stuff like this, but when I submitted it, 5 wouldn't have been the worst thing for a card that's been sitting around since 1999. Alright, guys. First edition Blaine's Charmeleon. Got a 9. Gonna move through these a little bit quicker, because there is a whole nother box left to go. Okay, here we go. This is a card I was hoping to get at least a 5 in this. I don't know, maybe we get a 3. But this is the Shadowless Machamp. This is the only card I had that was actually first edition Shadowless, which a lot of people don't really think about this Machamp as a first edition Shadowless card because it's always first edition in the like starter deck it came in. But you look down there, it just says 1999, and that tells you right way, and you can see the Shadowless background. It is the Shadowless version. So let's see if we can get higher than the 3 would be a win for me. We got a 4. I will take that. Very, very cool. Glad to get this in the collection. I did submit a bunch of these. I had a bunch of them because I know when I was collecting cards right before Pokemon Go, I was collecting all Charizards and Shadowless Machamps. I don't know why that's what I decided to collect, but that was all I had. And I got rid of a lot of them. So unfortunately, if I had kept those, I would have had a small fortune because I had a whole bunch of them. But nonetheless, we have a Venusaur EX right there, and we got a 10. We will take that. Very, very cool. Very, very dope. All right, guys, 3 more cards in this pack. We have the Mega Blastoise EX from Evolutions. Got a 10 on that too. So Evolutions is pretty hard to get 10s on. At least the Charizard is, but it seems like we're getting 10s on all the other cards. All right, so we got a French first edition Abra. I think I pulled one of these, or had one of these in another submission. I got a 10 on it. Let's see what we got here. Got a 9. All right, 9's not bad. So we have a 9 and a 10 now. And one final card in this set. Oh, we got another Dark Dragonite. Another Dark Dragonite. This also isn't the first edition. I think the last one we got what, an 8? And this one's a 9. Boom. We will take that. We will definitely take that Dragonite. All right, guys. On to the final box. Let's see what we got in here. All right, guys. On to the final box. And looks like we're starting off with a Japanese Blaine's Moltres. These Japanese cards just look so much more clean to me than English ones. Don't know why, they just always have. I did not collect these as a kid, but I always had some because you couldn't really... Back in the day, when you had Japanese cards, people didn't really want to trade with you. Even if it was like a Charizard, at least for where I was, Japanese was kind of nothing people collected. And I think that's why the value's kind of held up as much as it has over here because they weren't as widely collected. But this Blaine's Moltres is in pretty good shape. Let's see what we got. A 9. Very, very cool. So these cards are also notoriously known to be easier to grade. So hopefully we can keep that trend going and get some high grades all throughout. Because I do think I submitted a bunch of these holo Japanese cards as well. Rocket's Moltres. This is a 9 as well. Very, very cool. Alright, I don't know which one I like better. I think I like the Rocket's Moltres better. Drop down in the comment section below which one of those two you like better from the gym set. Alright, another Moltres. We have a Fossil Moltres that we got a 9 on. Alright, so all 3 Moltres were a 9. Pretty cool to see. Consistency is key. We got this Sabrina's Alakazam from gym set. Very, very cool card. And we got a 5 on that one. Wow, what was wrong with this? I don't see anything. I don't see anything at all, guys, but that is a 5. Maybe there's some scratches in the holo. I'll look later, but I don't really see anything. Let me know if you guys see anything on this one, but that 5 is kind of rough. I was hoping that that card would be a high grade because I like that card a lot. Speaking of cards I like a lot, we have this Neo Discovery. Is that Neo? Well, I guess it's Neo 2 for Japanese, but yeah, Neo Discovery in English, Espeon. And that got a 9. All right, that is pretty cool to see. You know, I'm not mad at getting 9s. I know a lot of people want 10s, but 9s is fine. So let's see what we got. We have a Hypno from Fossil, and we got a 9. All right, very, very cool. Let's see if we can keep this, continue. That 5 really killed, but we got a Japanese Clefable. I think this one's hard to get a high grade on. Let's see. Got a 9. All right, cool. We'll take that for sure. I think it's hard in the English set to get a first edition 10 on that. I know that one's hard. I know Vaporeon and Snorlax notoriously hard too. And we have a Dark Blastoise Japanese from Rocket. Let's see if we can get a high grade on this. And we do. We got another 9. So these Japanese ones have been pretty solid as far as the grades are concerned. Hopefully we can get a 10 out of one of them though. Oh, this is one of the hardest cards to get a 10 on in English, at least for first edition. I don't know if it's the same for non-first edition, but Gamma from Neo Discovery is a very hard card to get a 10 on, and we got a 9. All right, been nice to get a 10 on that, but I know that card's pretty expensive in a 10 for English for first edition. Alakazam base, a 9. All right, very cool. So that card, Japanese ones are actually from 1996 and not 1999 like the English ones are, so that card's very old. To still get a 9 is very dope to see. So got the Meganium, Neo Genesis, Neo card. Oh, so it's the premium file. So I actually did open these. So this is a premium file. It comes like in a binder set where you get the starters from Neo, Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile. And it comes with them, the middle evolutions, and also the final evolutions as well. So I did open this one pack fresh, I guess you can say, and sent it out. So I got the Meganium as a 9. So cool to see. Hopefully we get a 10 out of one of these, because these, hopefully we get them on the Typhlosion, because that's the one I really wanted to get. We have a Dark Gyarados though to interrupt this set. And we got a 10. So we finally got a 10 from one of these Japanese cards. Dark Gyarados, Rocket, Gem Mint 10. All right, hopefully this is the rest of the premium file stuff. Oh no, we got a Togetic Neo Genesis, another 9. All right, a couple more cards left, guys. So we have a Beedrill Neo Discovery. We got a 9. Very cool. This is a cool looking card. It's an underrated card. No one really collects this card. I don't see people really hyping it up too much, but that is very dope artwork right there with the Beedrill with the cacti. Very cool. All right, let's see. Ooh, so we have an Imikunis Doduo. I don't know if I would have submitted this card now, but this was a big card back in the day, like a promo. Let's see. Hopefully we get a 10 on this. Got a 9. All right, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, another Pikachu Topps card from Series 1 character cards. And we got a 10 on it. Very cool. This has been in a binder for years, this Pikachu. Very cool card, obscure card, but getting a 10 on it is very cool to see. And maybe the other premium file cards got into a different submission, because I do have more submissions left, guys. I have a sports one that's coming soon, probably next week, and then a big submission with Pokemon, so stay tuned for that. Got the Arcanine right here that we got another Gem Mint 10 on. So the cards I would want to get the 10s on, it seems like we're getting them, which is something I can't complain about. All right, we got 2 more cards. We got the Psyduck foil. We got a 9 on, and hopefully the last card we can finish on a bang. Let's see what it is. A Mankey. Not the kind of Pokemon card we wanted to end on, but hopefully the grade is right. It's a 9. We will take that, finishing off on a 9, guys. So there you guys go. I think it was 57 cards total. We got some really dope cards, some big hits. You know, we got a bunch of, or not a bunch, but we got a couple Charizard PSA 10s and a whole lot of other PSA 10s as well. And just in general, a lot of dope cards. These are a lot more vintage cards than I thought in the submission, but that is always nice to see. And this was kind of like a trip down memory lane for me. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of these. What was your favorite card from this submission? As always, thanks so much for watching this. I know it's a longer video, but I appreciate all those who have watched so far. If you have if you have watched to this point, comment down below Savage so I know that you are watching it, and it would really mean a lot to me, guys. So thanks so much for watching. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time, I'll